The way the boy in the black-striped serape had described Casa Coyote on the drive over, Oliver had imagined it rotting, turreted and spiderwebbed like a haunted Victorian house in a bloated jump-scare movie. From the property's iron gates, the house looked shapeless, a dark mass hunched beneath cypress trees that dragged their fingertips against the night. And now, standing up close at the base of the front steps, there was something horrible about the house that no movie could have captured. Something old and heavy and waiting. It wasn't Victorian at all. It was a Spanish hacienda, its stark white clay sculpted out of the land itself, with the horribleness baked in. The flat, mission-style bell tower that rose from the facade pulled a memory from deep in Oliver's belly. Touring the San Diego missions one hot spring day in the 4th grade, while Miss Lambertson monologued about how beautifully designed the former slave quarters were. How Oliver's skin had itched so much that he scratched his arms raw between those walls. How he couldn't stop thinking that he stood on bones. 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 With a skeleton key that he'd pulled from his serape, the boy unlocked La Casa and pushed in the doors, which cackled as they swung, a dozen hee-hee-ha-has escaping from the house's maw. "Was that the ghosts?" Oliver asked him. "Or a cry for some goddamn WD-40? He stood with his hands in his pockets, trying his best to look smug or bored, trying not to mind the damp fear pulsing down his spine, or his father's voice echoing in his head, calling him coward, coward. "That was funny," the boy replied. "But you're not laughing." The boy stepped into the house. Oliver followed. In the foyer was a grand staircase that reminded Oliver of old Disney movies, but when he peeked inside the smaller rooms, he saw digital clocks, flat-screen TVs, computer monitors. Things that told him a person had lived there recently. A real person, not the shadow of a memory from elsewhen. They kept the lights off. "Because if we turn them on, Samuel will know someone's here," the boy said in his thin, scratchy voice. "He's the groundskeeper. He sleeps out in the dock house across the lake, and he doesn't like trespassers. But I come here all the time when I'm not allowed, and he never finds out, because I'm okay with the dark." "That's cool." Oliver nodded, not listening. His attention was on the hulking forms of antique furniture that clogged the halls, gleaming with the night's sickly green. Oliver wondered just how much you could make pawning antiques that no one would miss. The boy whistled a lazy tune into the dark. He smelled of death and desert sand, and his eyes glowed dull red with the touch of the moonlight. A voice in Oliver's head told him, "Turn back." But with each step deeper into La Casa, a darkness pulsed through him that left his head fuzzy, as wild and exciting as the desert wind.